Good morning, students. Welcome to our maths class. Today we are going to start our next chapter. The chapter number is 10, and the name of the chapter is circles. So, first of all, you write down the deleted topics that is not considered in your exams for this year. So, first of all, example number 1, 2, and 6, and then exercise number 10.2 and 10.3. Whole exercise. Then after exercise number 10.4, in exercise number 10.4 there are some sums like question number 2 to 4, and in exercise number 10.5 question number 4 to 12. These topics are deleted for this year. So let's start the chapter. So first of all, let's see which topics we will cover in this chapter. So that is, first topic is term related to circles, then fundamentals of circles, and we will in the last discuss about the theorems. So today's session we discuss all these three things, and in the next lecture we will discuss the questions or examples related to as an exam point of view. Correct? So let's start with the terms related to circles. The first, the focus of a point which moves in a plane in such a manner that is its distance from a given fixed point, it's called circle. So first we have to understand how can we get the circle. So with the help of locus of a point which moves in a plane in such a manner that distance from a given point is always constant. Just like, let's assume that a locus point P, it's moved from the fixed point O, and this shape is created like this. So this is known as a circles. Correct? Very good. Next, the fixed point is called center. So in our case the point O is called center, and constant distance is called radius. That means this distance is called radius. So O is a center and OP is a radius. It is indicated by small r. And if we write the symbolic form of circle, the center circle, center O, radius r. This is the symbolic form to write the statements. Correct? Now next, a line segment terminating on the circle is called chord. Correct? Suppose I am assuming 2 points A and point B and joining them. So this AB is known as line segment, and in circle point of view this is called chord. Correct? This is called chord. Okay? Chaliye, next. A chord passing through a center, it's called diameter. Suppose I passing through this AB from the center O, this AB known as diameter. The third term is diameter. The first we discuss about center, then radius, then chord, and last diameter. These are the parts of the circle. Correct, students? So please keep in mind what is center, how can we find the radius, what is chord, what is diameter. Please remember the theoretical concept of these terms. Let's move on the next part, that is a line which intersect a circle into two distinct points, it's called secant. Suppose ki bhai, let's assume the line L, and this intersect into 2 points of circle, that A and B. So line L is called secant. Correct, students? Now next, a line intersecting a circle in exactly 1 point, it's called tangent. Suppose I am taking a point and passing through this point line, only 1 point intersect. This is called tangent. Correct, students? So I hope you understand the all parts of the circles. Let's move on the next. So let's recall the all the theories from this figure. Suppose we discuss about the center. The center is O. In our case, center is O. Correct? Now next, PQ. PQ is our chord. Correct? Then ST. ST is intersect only one point. So ST is called tangent. Then AB. AB is chord, but it is passing through the center. So we can say AB is diameter. Then this XY. This XY, it's called, but if we discuss about the line L, the line L is secant. Correct? So we can say that in the figure, PQ is chord, AB is diameter, XY is secant, ST is tangent, and the center is O. Correct? So now note one thing, that what is the relation between diameter? The diameter is equal to 2 times of radius, and diameter is the longest chord in a circle. So in MCQ maybe ask like this question ki bhai longest chord of a circle is known as, so answer is diameter. Correct? So now move on the next topic, that is the length of two complete circle called circumference. Correct? The length of complete circle like this. This is known as the circumference of a circles. Where a piece of a circle between 2 points is called arc. Correct? Suppose I am taking like this. This is called arc, and half of the arc is called semicircle. Correct, students? The diameter of a circle divides it into 2 equal arcs called semicircle. Correct? And if the length of the arc is less than the semicircle, it's a major arc, otherwise it's minor arc. It means this arc is called minor arc, and this is called major arc. So our arc is divided into 2 parts, minor and major. Correct? This is called minor and this is called major. Correct, students? So I hope you understand the now let's discuss about the regions. Correct? The region consisting of all points laying on a circumference on a circle, and inside it's called interior part. So there is a circle. So this portion is known as interior part, and this is a exterior part, and this border is called circle. So there are 3 parts of circle. First is interior circle. The region consists of all points laying outside the circle. It's called exterior circle. And the region consists of all points on the circle is called circular region. So there are 3 types of region: interior, exterior and circular region. Correct? As you saw in the diagram. Correct? Next, a chord of a circle, divide it into 2 parts. Each part is called segment. Correct? Though in segment, radius, we discuss about chord and arc. So this is called segment. And if we discuss about radii and arc, this is called sector. Correct, students? And there are 2 types of sector, that is minor sector and major sector. Segment have 2 types, major segment and minor segment. This is also considered as a part of circle. Next, discuss about there is 4 points on a circle and we join them. So we know that 4 points make a quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral of which all 4 vertex lie on a circle, it's called cyclic quadrilateral. What is the name of this quadrilateral is cyclic quadrilateral, because the 4 points are lies on a surface of circle, correct? So this is known as a cyclic quadrilateral, correct? So quadrilateral is in the circle, that is called cyclic quadrilateral when the 4 points are lie on a circle, correct? Now move on the next, fundamentals of circles. So this is the property of the circle. So equal chords of a circle sustain equal angles, correct? The next, if two chords of a circle sustain equal angles, then the chords are equal. This is maybe your theorems. So we will discuss also in the theorems also, correct? Please understand first the fundamental thing, correct? The perpendicular from the center of a circle of to a chord bisect the chord, then equal chords of a circle are equidistant from the center, where the equidistance center are equal, chords corresponding to equal arcs are equal, and so on. Please read, students, carefully all the fundamentals of circles. I am waiting for 2 minutes. Please read it, all the points. So I hope you understand the fundamental of our circles. Let's move on the theorems. Now first theorem, theorem number 1. So what is the statement of theorem number 1? That is, equal chords of a circle sustain equal angles at the center. Suppose I am taking these two chords, say AB and CD, and both are in equal lengths. So they makes angles like this. This is angle, and these angles called angle AOB and angle COD. And what is the relation between these two angles? Are always equal, because these two chords are equals. This is called theorem number 1, correct? Now move on the next theorem, theorem number 2. Theorem number 10.2 says that if the angles sustained by the chords of a circle at the center are equal, then the chords are equal. It is known as the converse of theorem number 10.2. In theorem number 10.1, the statement is says कि भाई if we draw the circle like this, just a minute. If we draw a circle and angle AOB and angle COD are same if the two chords are equal. This is our theorem number 10.1, correct students? So but in the number 10.2, the statement is reverse. If the angles are same, these two angles are same, then this chord and this chord always equal. This is the statement of theorem number 10.2. Now move on to theorem number 10.3. Now theorem number 10.3 says that the perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisect the chord, correct? Now what you mean by this statement? Let's take an example and understand this theorem. Suppose I draw a circle with center O, and let's take one chord, say for AB, correct? And I am drawing perpendicular line from the center. So that's divide AB into two equal parts. It's called bisect, correct? So the perpendicular from the center, this is the perpendicular line, correct? From the center bisect the chord, this is our chord, bisect means create equal parts. Correct? This is our theorem number 10.3. Now move on the theorem number 10.4. Theorem number 10.4 is converse of theorem number 10.3. मतलब उसका उल्टा स्टेटमेंट. The line draw through the center of a circle to bisect a chord, it is a perpendicular to the chord. Correct students? जो हमने theorem number 10.3 में देखा ना कि भाई अगर मैं एक सर्कल ले रहा हूँ, करेक्ट, ये मैंने सर्कल एज्यूम किया, उसके सेंटर में से ये परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ किया मैंने, तो ये बाइसेक्ट करा था ना, तो यही थियरम है बट उसका क्या है, कन्वर्स है. ओके. नाम थियरम नंबर 10.5. तो थियरम नंबर 10.5 सेज दैट देयर इज वन एंड ओनली वन सर्कल्स पासिंग थ्रू अ 3 नॉन कोलिनियर पॉइंट्स. करेक्ट. तो इफ वी टेक 3 कोलिनियर पॉइंट्स लाइक दिस, सो ओनली एंड ओनली one circle can be drawn from these 3 points. Correct? This is our theorem number 10.5. Now next, theorem number 10.6. Equal chords of a circle are equidistant from the center. Correct? Suppose कि I have draw a circle and make a 2 chords, and the distance, if these 2 chords are length are same, so the distance is also same. Correct students? This is your theorem number 10.6. Now 10.7, it is a converse of theorem number 10.7, that is chord equidistance from the center of a circle are equal in length. Correct? Suppose I am taking this 2 chords and the distance of the center is 2 centimeter and the chord of this is 2 centimeter. So both are equidistant. So we can say that AB and CD are equal in length. This is your theorem number 10.7. Okay. Now move on the next theorem, that is theorem number 10.8. At the start of theorem number 10.8, let's recall the definition of cyclic quadrilateral. It means cyclic means what? A circle is drawn and we take 4 points on them and make a join them, so one quadrilateral is formed, and this quadrilateral is called cyclic quadrilateral. Correct students? This thing is I also explained, but again I explaining you. So now move on to theorem number 10.8. Theorem number 10.8 says the angle sustained by an arc at the center is double the angle sustained by its at any point on the remaining part of a circle. So let's understand this theorem number 10.8 by taking example. Let's draw a circle like this. Center is O. Center is O. And another point is on the circle, the name is P and center is O. Correct students? Now let's make an angle. Correct? So how can the angle is make? How can we make the angle? So the theorem says that the angle sustained by an arc. So suppose taking an arc like this is your arc called AB. Make an angle like this is your angle. So the measurement of this angle is always double than angles make outside the circle on other part. So if this angle is 2, then this angle is 4 degree. If the angle is 30 degree, then this angle is 60 degree. Correct? Always double than outer side points. Okay students, so I hope you understand this theorem. Now move on the next theorem. 9. Angle in the same segment of the circle are equal. Correct students? So what do you mean by this thing? Let's understand. Theorem number 9 says that there are two regions. This region is called minor segment and this is major segment. Correct? This is major, this is minor. Correct? So these 2 points P and Q are the In which region? That is called major region. Yes or no? Correct. So theorem number 10 point says that angle is in the same segment of a circle are equal. So suppose I draw the angle APB, and second angle is angle AQB. Angle AQB. So both angles are equal because it is in a same segment called major segment. This is our theorem number 10.9. Okay. Number 10.10. If a line segment joining two points subtend equal angles at two other points laying on the same side of the line containing the line segment, the 4 points lie on a circle. Correct? This is your theorem number 10.10. Now move on the theorem number 10.11. The theorem number 10.11 is that the sums of either pair of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. Now what do you mean by this theorem? Let's understand. So let's assume that this is our A point, B point, C point and D point lie on a circles. Now join them. So one quadrilateral is formed, that is called cyclic quadrilateral. So now what is the relation between those angles? So here I am talking about angle A and angle C. So these are the opposite angles. So these always same, as it is angle B and angle D are also same because are the opposite angles. This is your theorem number 10.11, and the sum of these two triangles is always 180 degree. It means angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree and angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Correct, students? This is your theorem number 10.11. Correct? And now move on to theorem number 10.12. In theorem number 10.12, if the sum of a pair of opposite angles of a quadrilateral is 180 degree, the quadrilateral is cyclic. Correct? It is a converse of theorem number 10.11. So here all the theorems and all the theoretical concept related to circles is over. So I request to all of you that all the students write down the theorems as well as the parts of a circle and remember all the points, so it is easier to solve the problem of this chapter. Correct, students? So in your homework you have to write all the theories and all the parts and all the theorems explaining in the lecture, and in the next lecture we will discuss about the examples and exercise of chapter number 10 and complete our chapter. Okay, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.